One thing I've learned recently is our actions did play a part. It's not all the other person's fault. And then we have to kind of own up to ourselves and forgive ourselves as well.
Hey, you! We're in Virginia Beach, Virginia. This is the People's Podcast 2. I'm the Y guy, and you RRY.
I think in some type of way, we struggle a little bit every day.
I just pray and then put my effort into whatever thing I want to put it into.
Communication is the key to success. I mean, that's what they say.
Absolutely. Yeah, unity is so important.
Hey, everybody, this is the Y guy. We are in Virginia Beach, Virginia, and we're here with
Caolan,
Caolan. How are you doing today?
I am great.
Awesome, man. Are you from this area?
Yep, originally Newport News, and I live in Norfolk right now.
Okay, and well, what keeps you or why do you stick around here?
Family, friends, the area, just a nice environment.
Yeah, it is nice. I've been here for the last couple of days, been searching around. It's really cool. I love this area. I've never actually been here
Summertime.
downtown, so
Yeah.
it's been nice. And what do you do right now to earn a living?
I'm currently without a job. So
Whoa.
just lost mine last week.
Man, how'd that go?
It was a rough. I mean, still going through it.
Yeah, well, it's only been a week.
But
sure.
yeah, so
Yeah.
But getting past it, getting any of the resentments or negative feelings behind, and moving on.
I got you. And what do you see yourself moving into?
Not sure yet. Just trying to take some time to figure things out and see where my fate takes me.
I got you. That's good. I mean, that's one of the best ones too. And I met you out here, and you're moving in with that time, with that negativity that came at you.
Yeah,
You're trying to spread a good message of the Lord's message out here
exactly.
on the street. So how's that treating you?
Pretty good. I mean, I met some great people, and it's nice to meet people that are on the same level. Feel that positivity and want the same thing, and aren't too caught up on everything that's going on around them.
Yep.
And just it's good to see there. And I always believe there's good people in this world everywhere. No matter what country, doesn't matter what faith, doesn't matter what religion, anything. There are good people in this world, and it's nice to be able to get out and meet them.
Yeah, and I appreciate you doing what you're doing. I mean, no matter what, even in any way, you're walking in faith for one, and you're spreading the word, which is the most important thing to do. But you're growing out of what you the shell that you kind of said you had in you're being an introvert or whatever.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's one of the biggest steps too. And that message right there, if someone's listening and learning on here, can make the biggest impact because. I mean, I lived for saying I was shy my whole life, and it just stopped me from doing everything. So thank you for that, for doing what you do. I appreciate it. And do you think if your story was told to anybody or the right person, it can make an impact on their life?
Definitely. I mean, I've gone through many things. I lost a brother to suicide. I lost a cousin to opiates and fentanyl. I mean, I've gone through different jobs. Different times where people have done me wrong, and just being able to forgive them and wish them the best, and be able to move past the hurt from loss of loved ones, and just always trying to strive to do better. Not as you mentioned before, don't be the victim. I've been in a relationship where they've cheated, actually had someone at the house, and that anger was a tough one to get through. That probably took a long time, but just to move past it, and again to forgive them and love them still, because in the end we all need to love each other. And people that do things, it might have just been that day, might have been that year, that season, whatever it was, that point in time. That doesn't make them a bad person. Yes, they may have done you wrong, but we can't be the victim because we did contribute somehow. And that's one thing I've learned recently is our actions did play a part. It's not all the other person's fault. And then we have to kind of own up to ourselves and forgive ourselves as well for what we did to lead up to that point, and for it to get there, and then learn and to try not to repeat those mistakes, and tell others about the mistakes. That way they don't have to go through it. Yes, they're going to go through things because it's part of life. It's ups and downs. It's good and bad. And but just to try to um, help others as much as possible. Like, it's great that you're doing, getting the stories and sharing other people's stories so people can hear, and then like you said, it might help them get through their troubled times.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I think just from what you said is one of the biggest ones. I mean, just obviously you've been through some stuff, but just to see that, oh, you look inwardly rather than saying, "Oh, they did this to me, and now I'm
Yeah.
I'm the one." But you look inwardly. You saw the struggle that was probably going in their lives. You kind of put that in and realize, I've been in a situation like that before, or even like I was probably the root cause of this, and that's one of the hardest things to get down, and step by step. I mean, anybody can get there, but it is literally one of the hardest things to recognize, and you did.
Yeah.
And I really think that's part of your faith, and I really appreciate you for sharing that on here. So thank you so much.
Yeah, definitely.
What is like a practice that you try to commit to every day just to keep moving forward with all this, either your struggles or just keep moving forward? Period.
Staying present. I even recently saw a video. That's what I try to. Like I said, I've gone around and I saw something about monks. What do they do? And they have a breathing technique, which, if you paying attention to the breath, then you're not in your mind thinking about the past, because that's what hurts us most, is thinking about stuff that's happened to us in the past, or worrying about what's going to happen to us in the future. But and not paying attention to what's going on right now, and living life that we have that's so short. We don't know when we'll come to an end. And if we are stuck in the future or the past, we're not enjoying life now.
Mm-hmm.
So trying to stay present and stay out of our head, which is very difficult. It's always been one of the hardest things. Like, goes a mile a minute, but
Yeah.
just to kind of slow that down and just come back in and enjoy life.
Yeah. I think that right there, that message, staying in the present, is, I mean, probably the top tier response we could get for that, for a practice that you can do every single day to just be able to keep moving forward. So
Yeah.
I really appreciate that one so much. And do you think that there's a good power in communication and building relationships with people?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, that's how we grow. We got to come together and rise each other up. You and it helps when we congregate and um, try to boost each other, try to help each other. Instead of bringing other people down to benefit yourself, do things to benefit others. Don't have that greed. Don't have you know, the self and the ego, and only worrying about that, and trying to, like I said, the only way we can go up is together.
Yeah.
Can't bring. It's like the crabs in the bucket
Yeah.
analogy, where they don't need to put a top on it, because the top crab, when he tries to get out, is getting pulled down by the bottom crab. And it's kind of like, some people believe, if they are down, they want to keep you down with them. But if we can get out of that mentality of, hey, I'm going to boost you up, I'm going to pick you up, I'm going to help you out, and inevitably it's going to come back around, and that person will be able to help you out, or someone else, and it spreads. And that's, I'm really hoping one day, because the way things are going with the leaders of the world, don't believe they're doing the right way. And if we can lift each other up and get the right people in positions, then we can turn things around. It's tough to think about. It could be end of days. The signs are there. I believe there's a chance. Maybe not, but then if not, we got to be ready to receive Jesus, and we got to we should be in the right place. So we're working on ourselves. That's the way that we can accept them. Our true selves, not what this world wants to make us. And I think when people start to realize that, people are waking up. I believe
Yeah.
it. It's called a great awakening for a reason. Why, I'm not sure. I mean, it could be just because tides need to shift, or it is in the tides. But either way, we should try to improve and be happy, because there's no reason for us to be on earth upset.
Yeah.
God doesn't want that. God loves us. He always will love us. If we can focus on that and not have to worry about outside things, materialistic things to bring us love, it's all temporary.
Yep.
It doesn't help us in the long run. or look for love in a relationship that's not there. It's not reciprocal. You know, focus on Jesus. Jesus loves us. He always will. God always has open arms. He loves us will unconditionally. And we could use that as a guide as well on how we should love each other.
Yeah.
Unconditionally. Accept people's faults. We all have them.
Tons.
So why get upset about somebody with theirs? Try to help them.
Yep.
And I'm guilty of that too. People do some certain things, you just kind of write them off. Well, instead of just writing them off, you lift them up, and then we can bring more people. The more people we can bring together on a positive side, the better. And it's a battle.
Always.
It's a battle. It's within. It's out. As within, so without. As without, so within. So it's a you know duality kind of thing. But I believe that we all essentially are one. We're all God. I always look at it as, just like a ball of energy or a ball of light. That's God, and He shoots off these little rays of light or energy. That's our souls, and that's how He's able to experience our lives. That's how He knows what you do or what you don't do. He sees everything because He's living our lives through us. And we need to realize that we are one, and to help each other and not bring each other down, and to unite. And that's where, you say coming together, like we realize it. The good people, the people that are on the same level as you. We're not all on the same level. Right? Even with our faith, our energy, everything, it's a spectrum. And we're going to come together at certain points, but we can always improve, and kind of uplifts ourselves. And as we improve, other people improve as well, those around us. Because like you said, we're a reflection, or a mirror. Other people see what we're doing, the positivity that we're spreading, then hopefully they'll want to do the same thing, and you know make make the world a better place, really.
Yeah. Yep, that's the progression every single day. So thank you for that well thought out answer. I really appreciate it, and I
Thank
just
you.
always looking for one or two nuggets, but I think you just offered like 30 right there. So I really, seriously, that's huge. I mean, I'm just so grateful for you, and we're just looking to impact just one person on the other side of the screen through this. So I really, really appreciate that. And
I appreciate what you're doing, really, because they're getting that out there and to as many people as possible. Like right here, I'm trying to do a local stuff. I want to start local and spread, but the more people that hear this, the better. I haven't unfortunately been able to do it, but thank the Lord that you are in the position and you're doing exactly what I think should be done. I mean, and it's a great help, and I appreciate it because I know what good it can do. And it's only gonna make things better.
Thank you so much for that. I appreciate the compliment. That was big. I mean, no, it's sometimes you get down even if you're having a productive day, but I mean, it's just stuff like that's what can keep people moving forward. So that was huge, and I really appreciate you saying that. Thank you so much. And do you think goal setting is necessary to inspire action and keep moving forward?
Goal settings, yeah, and that's one thing I've struggled with. And now, what I really need to do, like I said, trying to figure out what path to go. First, I'm just always in the rat race. Trying to make more money, trying to improve that way, make more money, better, higher status, and then realizing now that that doesn't mean anything. It's more about improvement of yourself and others around you. So now that I'm gonna try to go that direction, trying to set those 1, 5, 10-year goals of where we want to be at, what do we want to be doing, what are we gonna be enjoying? Because they always said if you love what you do, you're never working. So what in life, and everybody has something, and you might not necessarily make a lot of money doing it, but that doesn't matter. You're loving life. So just starting somewhere and improving on it, and where you want to be, where do you like with this, where do you want this to be, and how far, how much does it reach, and things like that.
Yep.
So it's tough. I think everything is tough, but it's just like you said, it's one day at a time. It's a process.
Yeah.
And we just try to go, get that first hurdle, then the next hurdle, then the next hurdle, then the next hurdle. it's not a high jump.
Yeah.
You know where you want to be, but you can't just jump there. You
Yeah.
know, we're gonna miss every time. So just trying to get up there to that point and planning it out. Yeah, goals is huge on that.
Yeah, that was the message I love too. It's just the one day at a time, the simplicity of just, you know, one breath at a time, one step at a time, you know. And that I mean, you couldn't have said it much better right there.
Yeah, and that's
I
what one
appreciate
thing I
it.
learned from you know, the monks. Like you said, one breath at a time. That's what we're focused on, is our breath. You know, that's what keeps us present, keeps us here. You know, we can observe, we can see the people, we can see what's going on around us. If we're on our phone or we're in our head, we're not in reality. You know, those two aren't reality. It's not the real world. The real world is here now, me and you talking.
Yeah.
You know, conversing with other people and staying right here in the present. This is reality.
Yep.
And the more we can do that, the more the less our brain has to strain and try to calculate, and we have to give ourselves rest.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
huge. I think it's genuine freedom when you're just engaging in conversation with somebody else, especially like you said, staying in the present. It's just like you're all lost of everything else that's happening in the world, and you're just right here, right now. And I think building relationships is the greatest thrill we can ever get into. So
Yes.
I appreciate you so much for everything
I
that you've been
appreciate you,
saying.
bro.
And you think a message in today's world like unity can make an impact, or you and I together.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, you
Because that's
answered
what
that
it's all
already.
about.
You
Yeah.
answered that already, man. So that's my last
Yeah.
question, though, man. And I just really
Oh, yeah.
appreciate you for sitting down, for doing what you're doing every single day,
Me
and just
too,
kicking
brother.
butt. You're gonna be taking strides every single day. I mean, and you just even just for getting out and doing something that's totally against your nature, to be able to have conversations with people and allow them to be in that predicament to where maybe they're super introverted, but if you start the conversation, most people are always willing to engage in conversation. But the one thing I always hear is, I just can't start the conversation. So you're doing that for people, and for you getting out of your shell, you're allowing others to do the same thing, and that's that give to give to give to give. So I appreciate it so much, man. Mind if I get a hug from you?
Definitely, brother.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for watching this interview. We hope and pray that this story could help you, encourage you, or inspire you to take action in any way. We challenge you to see yourself in every interviewee, and we challenge you to get out and talk to one new person every single day. If this impacted your life in any way, please like, share, and subscribe. We're posting one new video every single day, Monday through Saturday. Thank you so much for your time. This is the People's Podcast. We're praying for you always.
Man, that's deep.